I'm eating my lunch. But I said I should do this video. So today, we are going to be talking about a guy called Paul. Paul was a Pharisee. Okay, he worked he's a Jewish and he's a Pharisee. He was able to speak about 5 languages. Okay, so most of you know the story of Paul. Paul was Saul. His name was Saul before he encountered Jesus. Then he changed his name to become Paul. So why am I talking about Paul this morning? Why is the story of Paul important to this video? Now, Paul encountered Jesus, and Paul went to meet his people, which is the Jewish people. I tried to tell them that, look, this guy I met, Jesus, his philosophy, his idea, okay, his mindset, you know, is better for us as a Jewish people. We should adopt this guy way. So Paul was talking about Jesus, explaining to Jewish people. So the Orthodox Jews, the angry Jews, they say, what is this Saul who become Paul telling us? Do you know what they did to Paul? They almost stoned Paul to death. They almost killed Paul. Because Paul came with a different ideologies. Okay, the ideology of the Jewish people, okay, let me just put it this way so you understand me. Paul, I'm talking about, is Obaseki. Okay, it's Obaseki, the governor of Edo State. Okay, the Jewish people now, in the Bible, in this scenario, are the Akberus, are the criminals, are the thieves. You understand? So when Paul came to the Jewish people, when Obaseki came to the Benin people, he tried to sell them his ideas. He tried to sell them his philosophy, you know, his mindset. He said, look, this is the way to survive. This is the way to live. This is the way to walk. So because Paul was explaining that to the Jewish people, because the Jewish people, they didn't understand what Paul was saying, they decided to say that they want to keep Paul. They start stoning Paul. They almost keep Paul. So what saved Paul is that Paul now said something to them. He said, look, you cannot kill a Roman citizen. That's why they stop. Paul said something to the Jewish people when they want to lynch him to death. He said, you cannot kill a Roman citizen. That's why they stop. Because Paul have dual nationality, just like me. I'm a Nigerian, I'm an Irish. Paul was a Roman citizen and a Jewish citizen. But if Paul was only a Jewish citizen, he could have been killed. He was saved because he said he was a Roman citizen. And nobody is allowed to kill a Roman citizen. So that's why they decided, okay, this Paul, we have to send him to Rome to face trial. Because the Jewish people could have lynched him, they couldn't lynch him because Paul have dual nationality. The reason why Paul have dual nationality is that you can actually buy Roman citizen if you are rich. So the father of Paul, then Saul, was very rich. So they were able to buy that Roman citizenship for Paul. You understand? Just like, for example, in this country, in Ireland, before, I think they have changed the law now, you can actually get a resident permit if you come here to invest over $1 million. So a lot of Chinese did it. So that's how they get their Irish citizen. No, not citizen, maybe resident. So a lot of Chinese billionaires came here to invest and they get that resident. So Paul's father was very rich. So he was able to buy that citizenship to Saul, to Paul. So that's how Paul was saved and he was taken to Rome. The same message, the same ideas, the same philosophy that Paul was teaching his people, his Jewish people, that they refused to accept. The Roman people accept it. In the Bible, they call it the Gentiles. So the Gentiles accept Paul's idea. Okay? The idea, the European Christianity, the idea you see now that the European, the Western world, the Americans, the British, the French, these are Paul's ideas. You understand? So I don't have issue with Obaseki. If Obaseki leave Edo State, if Benin or Edo people refuse to accept his ideas, his philosophy, it's not difficult for him to get a job. CBM is going to employ him. In fact, international community are going to call him for his services because he's too smart, he's too intelligent. You understand? So the criminals beneath people like their Shaibu, people like their Samson Osage, people like Keke Lape, you understand? Because it's Paul's ideas or Obaseki's ideas is affecting them. They don't want it. They want to destroy it. Because Obaseki idea has a way. His philosophy has a way of benefiting everybody. Okay? The unborn child, the youth, the business people like us, his idea, his philosophy, which someone like Igodalo is coming to continue as because it's a blueprint. That's what Paul did the same thing when his own people wanted to kill him. The Jewish people wanted to kill him in Israel. He has to run to Europe. You understand? But when he came to Europe, his ideas, his philosophies, the Europe adopted it. That's how we got the Europe we have today. That's how we got the American using Paul philosophy. They accepted Paul ideas, but his own people refuse. You understand? That is what I see in the case of Obaseki and the Edo Benin people. You understand? Like they said, a king is not respected in his own place. That is the case of Obaseki. A king is not respected in his own place. Obaseki is not respected by the Benin people. You understand? I was watching a program the other day, and people across the whole Nigeria, people are talking about Obaseki leadership style. People are talking about Obaseki leadership ideas, his blueprint. People are copying it. People are adopting it. You understand? So me, I don't have fear with someone like Obaseki in terms of getting a job. I think he will even get international job. I think he said it that he doesn't have a time to be a godfather. He said he's going back to school. So the guy is so brilliant, he's so intelligent that he's replacing himself in Edo State Governor House with a replica, with someone that have the same ideas, the same philosophy. You understand me? So that's what I just said I should say now. So that we can get the idea of Obaseki. We can get his philosophy, his mindset, his blueprint that he's putting in ground that we Benin people, Edo people want to tear. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to affect him. I'm telling you, immediately he's leaving the government house, there's already a job for him. Okay, either internationally or locally, either in Nigeria or internationally, because he's so smart, he's so intelligent, people can see what he has done, and people will be glad to embrace him. It's just like what I'm trying to do. I was in a group there, trying to teach them ideas, philosophy to improve their life, to become better. But they are hungry because they want to keep eating only political news. And I try to advise them that there's no ROI, return on investment on political news. You can talk about Shaibu all day. You can talk about Keke Lape all day. You can talk about what is the other name? All of them. You can talk all day, but it doesn't add any value to you. But if you listen to people like us, you get ideas on how to plan your life. You get ideas. That's what they call personal development. So you get ideas on what I should put my hand in, what I should start. How do I improve myself? How do I help myself? How do I help my family? That's what we do here. And that's what all my articles is all about. But some group, they find it difficult to accept ideas to better themselves. All they are worried about is how to go and fight the government, not how to take personal responsibility of their life and improve their life. You understand? So the point I'm trying to make is that there are some people that just hate to change. There are some people that hate to improve their life. And that's what Obaseki is facing in terms of Edo and Benin people. They don't want change. They just want to stay the way they are. The same with Paul versus the Jewish people. Jewish people, the Orthodox Jews, want to stay the way they are. They don't want to change. That's why they almost kill Paul. But Paul decided to take his ideas, his philosophy, okay, about life and take it to somewhere else, to the Gentiles, to the Romans, you know, to the Corinthians. You understand? And those people accepted his ideas. And today, look at Europe. I live in Europe today. Go to America, go to Australia. These are ideas of Paul. That from there, people pick from the idea, adopted their own idea, and now you have the Western world. The Western world are probably the best country in the world today. From a guy called Paul, from his philosophy, from a guy that people refuse. Okay, this is the same way we are refusing the idea of Obaseki. I'm just telling you that this is not new to history. Paul done the same thing. What Obaseki is doing today in Benin, in Edo State, is the same thing Paul tried to do to people when people refuse it. You understand? So that is the point I just wanted to make this afternoon, to say that, look, Edo people, especially the educated one, the one that really want change, the one that want to turn Edo State from third world to first world. I mean, Ighodalo have said it. He has the brain, he has the capacity, he understands how other countries do it. Country like Singapore, different states in different countries like India and China, how to turn Edo State to a first world in a third world country. Ighodalo have the idea. Obaseki have laid the foundation, and we can work on their blueprint. It's clean, it's clean. The ideas are there, the manifestos are there. It's just to follow it. Okay, it's not a rocket science, it's follow what is on ground. And people can see the benefits. I mean, today we can say that Edo State civil servant is the #1 in the world. Paperless civil servant inside an African country. I mean, if a white man come to an African country, see inside African country, see a little state operating paperless, see a little place having latest technology, see a little place having drone camera. You understand? It's just like the whole Benin Kingdom. When the Portuguese come, they find out we have street light. You know, we have street light be powered by lamp. They were shocked. And that's what we are doing. That is what Obaseki is trying to do again, using Benin City as the example for the whole Africa to follow. That we can actually be digital city inside Africa that is still backward. That we can still be revolutionary. Our ideas, the way we operate, we can actually be first world in Africa that is third world. Because everything is idea. Everything is, what did the Reverend Olumoti said? He said ideas rule the world. Reverend Olumoti said ideas rule the world. I use this word, I turn it around because that is what I've been using. I use this word like intelligence rule the world. Intelligence rule the world. Ideas rule the world. Intelligence rule the world. Okay, so let's try and work hard and make sure that the legacy of Obaseki is continued. Otherwise, this Akpakomusa and his gang, if they twat this, me, I don't have a problem. Like I said, I'm a businessman. I can take my business to somewhere else. Obaseki will get his job, international job, or job with CBN. You people we lost. But I just want to make you to be aware of what is going on. Like I said, that's it. My name is Victor Vince. I'm a life coach, a business coach, and a financial literacy teacher. And I'm also a leadership teacher. Thanks for watching. I do have a productive day. Bye.